Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Basement Bros Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Ethan,
And I am your host, Elijah.
and we are back. We took a couple weeks off, but we finally back. And, what I'm saying? We got a packed house in the building. We got SWAT and Coons. How y'all feeling today, man?
Feeling good.
Hey.
Got a lot to get into, bro. Let's just get right into it. We just had a great matchup last night, Lakers versus Mavericks, with the Mavericks coming out on top. Another great performance from Luka. I posed the question, is Luka finally going to get that MVP?
Nah. They some haters. Nah, for real though. It's like a flavor of the month thing with the NBA. I guess he missed his time because he was fat a couple seasons ago. Because now they talking about they got Tyrese Halliburton above him in like MVP rankings. So it's just.
I mean, Halliburton made it to the final of the what's it called? So for right now,
that's not regular season.
Huh?
Those games don't count regular season, right? The stats don't, or the final don't.
That just the final, but the stats from the games do.
What Luka stats look like last night?
Nah, I'm not saying. I'm just saying for right now, it makes sense that Halliburton would be in the conversation. He made it to the final.
I ain't never say nothing against him being in the conversation. I say he's above Luka. That's why I don't think Luka's going to win MVP, because it's like a flavor of the month thing. Halliburton coming out party. But if you look at the stats, Luka has a similar or better stats. Luka had 17 assists last night.
Yeah.
Halliburton ain't getting MVP, bro.
Yeah.
So I never said he was getting MVP. But I'm just saying it's just a flavor of the month thing. You still got Jokic above him, and that's what I'm saying. Halliburton is the new flavor of the month. It's like, Halliburton's our guy now. It's like, it's narrative driven.
Definitely narrative driven. I just think that Luka right now I think Luka's the front runner for MVP right now. I don't think it's like the Halliburton thing makes sense for right now, but I think when the season's said and done, I think Luka probably could win MVP if he keeps it up and the Mavericks have a good record. The issue last season was that once they traded for Kyrie, they just kind of fell off. But I think if they end up with a solid record, maybe they're third, fourth in the West, and he finishes the season the way he's going right now, I think he can win MVP. Like, I think it's kind of Joker fatigue at this point. Joker probably has the best resume for MVP right now. If you're being completely objective, his numbers are crazy. You know what I mean? But
he's been on a slump lately.
But throughout the season, his numbers been crazy. Like, he's had a few 40-point double-double, triple-double games this season. Like, he's been going crazy. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think if it was close, they would give it to Luka just because Luka never got one before and Joker has two. So,
I feel you. Look, I'm a Luka fan, but I'm just telling you what.
I've been seeing a lot of the posts about what his numbers look like since he had a child. So he got a little bit of a narrative going on. I've seen that mad times since they've been talking about since Luka had his child. They've been saying he averaged like 37 or so. It's like something crazy. Like, he averaged like a crazy number. His number's been crazy since he had a kid. So it's like I feel like this might be his year. They just have to finish. The thing is, the record for the Mavs is never where it needs to be at the end of the year. So I feel like if they can win games, then he get the MVP.
I don't know. I feel like Tatum might have a case.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But Luka should be up
there.
That's top
what
two.
We're talking about. Tatum don't got no case.
Why not? Why not?
What case he got? What is he doing? He's scoring? That's cool.
And Porzingis got hurt, and they've been winning. Ish. They winning.
Man, you know how the MVP work, man. So
that's what I'm saying.
They changed criteria. I think since Russ got his, it has been more narrative driven than anything.
That was a narrative.
No, that's what I'm saying. Since then, it's just been
that.
about whatever storyline. So I don't know if Luka
but
really
he deserved
has
the MVP, bro.
I'm not debating,
that's what-
but
but
it's
that's-
never
but
been
that's-
like that though. That's
Exactly.
But
He was like the 5th or 6th or 7th seed, bro.
But that team, if you take Russ off that team, that's the worst
I don't
team in the
disagree,
league.
but I don't
So then
disagree. But it ain't been like that.
Elijah,
That's
you
all that I'm
just
saying.
came off saying if Luka has more wins.
But that team, okay.
So what is it? Which one is it, bro?
I'm just saying, Luka team is better than what Russ team was terrible.
We're talking about previous season. You talking about the wins that Luka.
You saying that was the last season?
Yeah, I'm just talking about what you said. You said Luka's record has never been good, so that's why he couldn't win it. And I'm
right.
Exhibit A, Russ. And
no, but my
his
thing
team
is,
hasn't been good either.
Okay,
I could bring up the players he's played with.
Yeah, but
none of them. No, they're not in the NBA anymore.
Nah, but I can't let you rock because
Google Reggie Bullock.
Luka had Jalen Brunson, and you try to water down what Jalen Brunson was doing.
Who tried to? You know we record this stuff, right?
Yeah, we did. We do.
We're not even trying to water down Jalen Brunson.
I was saying Jalen Brunson is like that, and you was like, I mean, when he said they let him go, you was like, he wanted too much money. He was.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
we offered him the same amount. The problem we record. Elijah, his father plays for the Knicks.
No, we got
talking about. I never. We offered him the same amount of money.
You was like, you wasn't tripping because he wanted too much money.
I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, you wasn't tripping.
All right, now you just.
All right, we on the tangent. Let me finish my point.
Record these things and you try to put words in my mouth. I like Jalen Brunson. I was mad when he left.
I'm not saying you ain't like Jalen Brunson. You just
we offered him the same amount of money. The problem was his father.
Okay.
The Knicks offered his father a job.
I'm gonna find the clip. I'm gonna find that episode.
Find it.
I'm gonna find the episode. But anyways, we on attention. I'm just saying that Luka's teams have been better than that team that Russ. Look at that roster. Russ' second best player, I think, was like Victor Oladipo.
Who was before Kyrie came? Who was Luka's second best player?
Was Jalen Brunson. Well, the season. They hadn't finished the whole.
Spencer Dinwiddie. I'll answer it for you because you it was Spencer Dinwiddie, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
That's tough.
Yeah, I guess I'll give you that. That's a
Reggie. Okay, and three of the starters that he had last season are no longer even getting minutes in the NBA.
Bro, one of what's his name best players. One of Russ's best player was Roberson. Roberson was terrible.
And he still went on to other teams and played.
He's objectively worse than any player on the Mavericks.
Reggie Bullock
played for and Andre Roberson is objectively probably worse than every player that Luka's ever played with. He was terrible.
Who was the center last year?
Who's
the center last year for the Mavericks? Name is Dwight Powell. Who's better, him or Steven Adams?
I'll give it to Steven Adams.
We could keep doing this, bro. Luka has terrible teams, bro.
All right, we on the we can do this. We need to do this off camera because I don't agree with you at all. You
me right now, bro. Reggie Bullock is.
Nah, we gotta do this then.
Where's Reggie Bullock
talking
right
about
now?
Reggie Bullock.
Tell me Elijah, just tell me where Reggie Bullock is right now, and I'll leave it alone.
Let me see.
Just tell me where the starting power forward of Luka's team last year was, and I'll leave you alone, bro.
Nah. Wait, so you trying to say Reggie Bullock wasn't good? Reggie Bullock. Wait. When the Knicks went to the playoff, Reggie Bullock.
What are we arguing?
Are you talking about when Trump was president?
Oh my God! Yes, when Trump was president.
So people don't get older and age out and become worse.
Come on, bro.
You just gonna get young your whole life, young forever, right?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
No,
he's washed.
I'm looking at Russell MVP. Russell MVP roster. That roster was horrible.
Name him.
All right, we're gonna look MVP roster. Nah, now you guys on the whole tangent. We're gonna argue about this one.
I don't have it. mean, bro? What?
Nah, we gonna argue about this one. Listen, his
This is
roster.
what you said. You said Luka.
Alex Abrams. I don't even know who that is. Steven Adams. James Christon. I don't know who that is. Norris Cole. I don't even know if Norris Cole is in the league anymore. Nick Collison. Nick Collison was the oldest player in the league at the time. Enos Freedom. I don't know who that is.
Ennis Cantor. He was pretty good back then.
Oh yeah, Ennis Cantor. Okay, he had Cantor. That was okay. We'll give you Cantor.
That's three.
Gibson. Todd Gibson. They had late signed Todd Gibson. He was okay. Jeremy Grant. Before Jeremy Grant was good. Jeremy Grant was good with the Nuggets. He was not good with the Thunder. Don't do that. Don't try to do that. Josh Hunt. I don't even know who this is. Josh Huntis.
Why you trying to sound like you trying to make it sound worse than it is?
No, I really don't know how to say it. Josh. It's Huestis. Have you ever heard of that dude? I've never heard of him before.
So what's your point, though?
I'm just saying he played with a whole bunch of.
It ain't like they ended number one. They just was like 7th, 8th that year.
It was like the fifth or sixth seed.
I don't know if they was 5th.
All right. Is it my turn?
It was 6.
Is it my turn yet?
He dropped
Theo Pinson
him to the playoffs.
Theo Pinson.
Okay.
Davis Bertans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else? Dwight Powell. Do you know that Kemba Walker played for the Mavericks last year?
No, I didn't know that. But I know
exactly my point, bro. Isaiah Thomas played for the Mavericks last year.
Shit, Kyrie Irving played for them too.
All right.
Kyrie Irving played for them too. All right. Let's move on.
Hate this name.
Nah, cause you the way you be talking about Luka has no help. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Luka's doing it by himself.
The great thing is, I never said any of that. All I said was, I can't say nothing, bro. The funny thing is, all I did was double down on what he said. He said, "Yeah, y'all ain't win a lot of games. Why we ain't win a lot of games?
Yeah, I mean, cause y'all ain't play defense. That's why y'all ain't win a lot of games.
Why we ain't play defense? Is it because Reggie Bullock was the one defending? Could that be it? Could that be it?
He was defending. Y'all traded y'all depth for Kyrie.
Could it be that Dwight Powell and Reggie Bullock had the paint on lock? Could that be the reason we wasn't defending? I'm just asking. I'm just throwing it out there.
All right,
you
okay.
got it.
All right.
You got it.
Okay. We can move on. All right, but so you don't think there's no chance Luka could be in the
Bruh, I never said it was no chance. I just think it's a narrative-driven thing, and we'll see how it goes. It's early in the season. He balls out like this. But like you said, if he don't win enough, they're gonna give it to Jokic. They're gonna give it to Embiid. They're gonna give it to Tatum.
I think if they end up maybe the third, fourth, I think he can. There's a real. I mean, obviously,
they might give it to SGA, bruh.
That's what
I'm saying.
Why?
He's on the list.
Why?
I'm looking at the MVP list, the betting odds.
What would be against him? I feel like that's a good. I wasn't even thinking about SGA.
Look, now he on SGA.
Bro, the thing about y'all is, anytime you appreciate a player, you're like, oh, you give him credit.
Now he love SGA. It was Reeves earlier. Now it's SGA.
Bro, you was talking about Tim Hardaway Jr. I said, bro.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Okay, all right. Okay, so y'all don't think SGA can win MVP? All right, what if the Thunder finish with the second best record in the West? You don't think he can win MVP?
Wow. I think he can. Look, bro, that's a narrative-driven thing. It's all about who like you, bro.
If they finish second, then Chet Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
but they was talking about Chet earlier in the season.
Rookie of the Year now, right? Who else would be rookie?
Earlier in the season,
your boy
they was talking about having Wemby.
Huh? Yeah. Nah, they're losing too much.
I mean, we knew that.
That don't matter.
I I think if you lose 17 straight, you might be out. The dude who's winning games might just have a little bit of a bump higher. And he's playing. It's not like he's not producing. He's playing well.
He's balling.
Chaz cooking. So I think if it's a wash and one dude is on a winning team contributing to that winning, and the other dude is on a 17-game losing streak, I think they probably gonna give the nod to the winner in this case.
It's on the odds. They only got Chet and Vic. They got Derek Lively at plus 25,000. Yeah, you out of it, big bro. But no, I was saying earlier in the season, I was listening to the podcast and they was talking about them possibly having the Rookie of the Year and the MVP. So
yeah, I can see that.
See, and those are the people. Those are the people who vote for this stuff. So they already getting their narrative started. That's
yeah,
how
but
I go.
If Luka go crazy and they have if they have 4, I can't see him not, because he's due. He's been the number 1 favorite for like the last. If you look in the offseason, almost every year at the beginning of the year, he's the betting favorite for MVP. Like he's been the betting favorite for like a couple years. Like he's like at least top 3 in the betting favorite. So it's like I think he's due. If he just has like a good solid year and they finish with a solid record, which I don't know if they're gonna do, but if they do that, I think they can. The West is not. I mean, the West is good, but there's a lot of, Golden State's not really good. The Suns are, they could be good.
The Suns been missing stars. It's not fair.
I mean, yeah, they have.
Not fair.
They have.
Missing stars.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Lakers winning the inaugural in-season tournament, man. How do we feel about this? Do you think that people are going to care about the in-season tournament? Does this count towards any legacies? How we feeling?
No, I don't count towards no legacy.
It counts towards a legacy.
No, it don't. No,
it counts towards Austin Reeves' legacy, boy.
5 championships. 5 different championships.
No, that's crazy.
5 champions of LeBron James.
That's crazy.
That don't even sound right.
Different. You guys say different championships.
5-time champion.
And I'm still willing to argue the bubble joint, but we're not about to do that today. But I think overall, I was thinking about this earlier. I'm happy the Lakers won. Not in the sense of like I cared who won, but I think it does add validity if they keep going with the Oh, snap.
There you go.
Hey.
Not SWAT 3. But no, I think it do add validity if they keep going with this tournament that potential best player ever. They won the first one. I think if the Pacers won, people would have looked at it like, oh, it ain't that serious. Nobody really cared, yada, yada, yada. But you get somebody like Bron and AD playing as hard as they did to win, I think it kind of like add credence to what it could be. But I don't know. I feel like they still got to change some things up. It was too weird this year. Like, it was too weird.
I don't think a lot of people understood the rules and how a lot of people didn't figure that out. I still am a little fuzzy on it, to be completely honest with you. But I do think, I think I kind of stand alone on this because I talked to a few other people about this and they didn't really agree with me. But I still think that, I think even if the Pacers would have won, I think it would have been good for the league, because I think people are kind of tired. I think there's money and eyes in seeing kind of LeBron kind of fail. Like I feel like that would have been a whole, because I was watching all the shows after and shows didn't really cover that the same way that I thought the show would have covered it. But I think if he would have lost, it would have been way more of a does this count against his legacy type conversation.
I think it's better for him to win, so now everybody else is chasing it. Like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I could do that. Bron did it, you know what I'm saying? Because if he would have lost, then it would have just been like, man, that don't mean nothing. Bron didn't care about it, you know what I mean? Kind of like, they could have spent it another way, but this way it's like, I'm going to, like, you're beating your idol at that point. If Bron cared about it this much, now I got to care about it this much because he's the leader of the league, bro.
That's
like,
true. But don't you think that the fact that Halliburton's kind of star has risen in these games. So, like, I can see a scenario where if they would have won, I think a lot of the young guys in the NBA is like, all right, this is where I could make my name in the in-season tournament. The in-season tournament, if I go crazy, I mean, you laugh, but I've never seen Halliburton covered before, and he had.
But that's why I wanted to stop you. That's casual takes.
Halliburton been
at
balling.
the beginning of the
even with
season,
the
remember when
Kings.
I texted y'all, I was like, is Halliburton like a top 2 or 3 point guard in the league? Like, and y'all was like, Halliburton. And y'all was weird. Like, but that's what I'm saying.
The point
It's a
of the
casual
in-season
take.
tournament is not about basketball. Some niggas that really watch basketball. It's supposed to be so the casuals tune in. That's the point of these games. It's supposed
But
to
I
be
think that's what made it hard. The casuals didn't even understand it. So it's just like
That's true.
he did ball out, and of course it does add to what's going on. But you still got to win in the playoffs, bro. Like
Yeah, no,
when it's all said and done,
of course.
that's gonna matter
I
way
agree.
more.
It does grow his Halliburton's legend because he did beat the Bucks in what was supposed to be a more competitive field. He took them down in a nationally televised game, and he looked really good. Like, you remember the 4-point play and stuff like that.
Right, exactly.
He has memorable plays from that.
Yeah,
so
I even saw a clip today because I missed it. I missed most of that game. So I even saw a clip today. He was talking about Dame shot a logo 3, and then he shot a logo 3 right after that, and he was like, I could do that too. Like, he has moments from this tournament that I think are going to kind of catapult like his presence in like the public eye. You know what I'm saying? So I think younger players will look at that. I mean, even though they lost, I think younger players are still gonna look at that and be like, "This is where I can show that I'm valuable." You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's why I think it's best if the old head won it.
Right. Well, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Because now you're chasing
everything worked out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
So you really adding this to LeBron legacy? Like, all jokes aside, like this,
100%. Yes, he was the first person ever to win. All the teams.
PRIST.
Yes, teams were playing. I was watching those games. Teams were playing like they were playing for something. It wasn't like he just was trying hard, like more than the other teams, and he balled out. I count this.
All right, so can I counter you on this? You know how they be like Michael Jordan used to play with plumbers and all them other bums?
Yeah.
Who did LeBron beat on his way in the playoff IST? The Pelicans and the Pacers? Is that like top tier talent?
All 32 teams.
They was missing stars.
Oh, you said, well, that's. I mean, I'm sure if you look at
he did play the Suns though. That was amazing.
The Suns. And LeBron was putting up 40. What do y'all want from him? 40.
Y'all can't have that both ways, bro.
What you mean?
You can't, because once he struggled, you can't be like he ain't supposed to do this, and then
no, but he's not struggling.
I'm just saying you can't have it both ways.
No, yes, you can. I think there's a certain point where you get old enough that like you being old can be your excuse. And if you're playing well, people are like, damn, that old dude is playing really well. I think you can have that both ways. Father Time is literally undefeated. He's only lost to Brady. The Father Time has only lost to Brady. So if Bron is beating him too, like you can literally play that both ways. Like that's I don't, because nobody killed Brady his last year with the Bucks. He wasn't playing well. They sucked. Nobody cared. It was like, he's old. What do you want? You know what I mean? So it's just the same with Bron. If he start playing bad, he's old. Well, I don't think people are gonna say that. People definitely won't.
I was about to say he's about to get He's gonna get scrutinized if he play bad, bro.
But that's the thing. He still get graded as super. So when he performed, people gotta give him his props, and he old. Coons, do you appreciate what you're saying right now? I feel like you even saying that.
What am I supposed to appreciate? He balling, but okay. I'm not one of them like, oh, he doing good. Like, I'm not like that in nothing.
What?
In nothing where I look at a certain attribute of yours and elevate you. Like, nah, I look at the field. The field balling. He balling too.
The field not 38. Last year.
Okay.
How old was
that don't matter.
How old was Udonis Haslam last year?
I don't care.
He was how old is he? Was 40? He was 30?
That man don't got nothing. So it's just like the age don't matter. I look at the product. So if you producing, I'm gonna look at who you producing with,
All
no
right, so
matter what.
if you had to rate LeBron, if you had wait one, I mean, I respect that if that's how you look at it, but
Yeah.
from my perspective, longevity matters because you can be elite, but everybody who's ever played a sport, who's ever completed a sport from beginning to end, they had it was a roller coaster. You had your beginnings, you peaked at certain points, and you ended at a certain point. It happens to everybody. LeBron's peak, yes, I'm not saying he's at his peak right now, but his roller coaster is a boring one because it's not really going back down. It's just steadily, you know what I mean? So that has, I mean, not it don't have to matter to you, but that matters to me because that's impressive, bro. It's like that's crazy. He's old. He's an old man. Halliburton is like in his 20s. He lost to a damn near 40-year-old. That's impressive.
Nah, that's cool, I guess. But like,
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
I'm not that stat based though.
Nah, he lost to
honest.
Austin Reeves.
He did lose to Austin the flu game. That also is another check in my bucket because it shows you that having the flu is it's not that impressive to go crazy when you got the flu. Austin Reeves did it, 22 in the first half.
Stop.
Not impressive. Anyway, that was in the final in an elimination game.
Hey, you gotta chill with that final word,
That was
bro.
an
You
elimination
gotta chill with that.
5-time champion.
Say
LeBron
IST.
Word. All right. Draymond adds another victim to his list. Doing a 360 hook. He hit Yusuf Nurkic with a mean left. It was crazy. What are we gonna do? What is the league? Not y'all, but what is the league? What is the Warriors gonna do about Draymond? Like,
Send him to jail.
They gotta trade him. I was just talking about this. I feel like he forced his way to get signed to get the money just to trade his way out of it. Because there's no way he just doing all this. I mean, the Gobert, I could I'm not gonna say I could get the Gobert, but it's like, all right, you choke somebody.
Your teammate,
yeah. But that last night, it was just, what are you doing? Like, I don't get him. I know the locker room chemistry got to be terrible. Maybe he don't want to play with Chris Paul. Like, I'm just trying to understand what's going on. Like, so, but he gotta get traded, and I think he'll be better elsewhere. Honestly,
I mean, yeah, he gotta get traded.
Who's trading for him?
He can come to Dallas.
I think that'll help. I really do. I think y'all be really nice with Draymond. I mean, the only thing is he at this point he kind of a liability, bro. It's like,
you know what I'm saying, like he gonna keep doing this no matter where he at.
He's hurt. No, I don't think he will hurt Dallas. I mean, unless they traded an important piece, a super important piece for him. But I'm saying he hurting the Warriors. It's like they need him in these games that he's getting kicked out of. They don't have. They need his defense, and it's like I don't know. It's like I think the league has been so soft on the stuff that he's been doing over the years. He stepped on Sabonis. He tried to kill Sabonis. He could have killed Sabonis, yo.
I wasn't mad at that.
What?
I wasn't mad at that.
That was a super dangerous play. That was dangerous. If he actually like really, he could have really hurt Sabonis on that one. Like he's just been kind of wilding for a long time, and I don't know. I just feel like the league always, all right, suspension here or there, ejection. Like it's like, bro, this dude is like violent, bro.
Think he should get kicked out the league or something? That's how you talk.
Nah, that's OD. That's OD. They don't think they get kicked out the league, but they just need a long suspension. Like I don't know. I think he needs a long suspension. Like they need to suspend for a good amount of games. Like he needs to know that like you can get kicked out the like it can't be no repercussions if dude he punched Nurkic in the face. Can't just be punching dudes in the face. Like it's crazy. Like I don't know. He's wild. And he gonna come back on this podcast. I don't apologize for nothing. Oh, well, he did kind of apologize. He apologized.
Yeah, he said he apologized.
Him and Ja together. Oof.
God. Sheesh.
Man. All right, let's transition into football. We gotta talk about the Eagles. Last 2 weeks, just last
Wait,
two
before
weeks
you
is
do this,
scary, man.
I gotta
Scary.
show it. Before we
All
start
right,
fan
this
quarter,
nigga petty.
I gotta show the record. You know,
Hold on, you drew that? That's all right.
thank you, appreciate it, bro.
Son.
So just so for context,
Draw Seahawk.
well, not yet. Next time, I'm gonna draw Seahawks.
6-7, 7-7 after next week though.
Yeah. No, wait, no. You got wrong. Wrong column, brother. Wrong column. I was like, yeah, no. All right,
But yeah, the Eagles last week, 49ers went into Philly and spanked them. Then they went to Dallas. Dallas spanked them. What you gotta say about this, bro?
Man, so earlier in the year when we had beat I think it was the Kansas City Chiefs. No, before the Chiefs game, it was the Cowboys. Cool said that we due for a first round exit. I'm not gonna lie, I got mad. I was very mad at that statement. I was like, what the hell does this guy know about the Eagles? He don't watch the Eagles games like I watch the Eagles games. I mean, he might have been watching the Eagles games the way I was watching the Eagles games. I don't know. Because the whole year I have acknowledged, and I've said on this podcast multiple times that I'm a little bit worried about, one, our defensive personnel on the back end and the offensive coordinator. I've been worried about us the whole year, but we was winning, so I was like, okay, it's not really getting better, but we still find ways to win. That's cool. And, as the wins got more egregious, like we just getting outgained by 120 yards, but somehow we winning the games, you start to think, that could the Kansas City game and then the Buffalo game, even the Dallas game, 3 games that I was thinking in my head, dang, that was I don't know if we should have won that one. I was like, yeah, we really got to do something. And I think at this point we kind of are what we are. I mean, I think we kind of maybe we needed these losses because Nick Sirianni was getting kind of arrogant. I watch all the Eagles press conferences after the games and stuff like that. And after games, it will always be like, yeah, we don't look good, but we're 10 and we won 10 games or we won 8 games or we've only lost 1 game. So I just feel like that was an excuse for not to change things, like why we weren't making changes on the offense. And now that we got blown out twice, I think people are finally starting to panic. And I think we will see changes on the offense, which we'll see how it goes. But I don't think there's nothing we can do about the defense. It just is what it is on the defense. I think our keys to win games is our defense, our defensive line, get sacks when they can or disrupt the quarterback as much as possible, get stops, and our offense has to be unstoppable. So we have to call out better plays. We have to win on offense as much as possible. And if we don't do that, we're going to lose. That's the only way. That's the only path.
What kind of magical game plan is that? He said, yeah, we got to be the best. Yeah, that's what everybody tries to do.
Our defense, no, but I think we have off. That's what when we were winning games, we were scoring. So the games that we lost, let's take the Buffalo game, for example. We were losing the Buffalo game early. Then we came out the second half. When we needed to score on drives, we scored on drives. We got 1 stop the whole game. Only 1 stop the whole game, but that was enough for us to double up on scoring. And we got back in the game, and then we won the game. And that's how we were doing for weeks on end. And I just think if we are scoring on offense, the defense is what it is, and that's the only way that's the only path we have to win it. So the offensive play call has to be better. You have to run the ball more. But besides that, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not worried. I'm worried. I'm worried. This is the most worried. I never would have thought at 10-3 I'd be worried. But I guess from a glass half full perspective, before the beginning of the year, I thought we was gonna win like 12 games, and it looked like so I'm not mad at where we are right now. I think we still can improve, but the defense, the back end, it just is what it is at this point. We got old guys back there. A lot of them are in their 30s, late 20s. It just is what it, or rookies. So it just is what it is back there.
So how you feel about what's his name? This I got from Tennessee, Kevin Byard. Was he a good addition, bad addition?
Neutral addition. He wasn't bad. He was. I don't think he's made us worse. I just think he hasn't really. But he did make. He's made key plays in games that have helped win us games. So if I have to say good or bad so far, it has to be. I say neutral. There's been 2 games. He had 2 good games. He had 3. He had a mid game, 2 good games, and 2 bad games. So
It's like I've been telling you though, y'all never look good, and I felt like every week y'all was winning. Jalen Hurts will always say, "We haven't played our best football yet."
yeah,
I just think this who y'all are this year. It's just
yeah.
a team that if y'all keep it close, yes, you can find a way to win. But for some reason, week to week, the team just don't look prepared from jump.
It's
Y'all
coach.
make adjustments second half, but first half is just y'all just not there. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. And lately, these past 2 weeks, it seemed like the other way around. Y'all there in the first half, keep it competitive. The second half is just GG. So
Yeah.
first round exit, but like I was saying,
Nah,
y'all wins. The way that y'all will win it is just not sustainable. Like you can't keep winning like that. You gotta figure something out. You gotta win on some side of the ball. Y'all don't do that. So
yeah, I definitely think we don't have an identity on off. We don't have an identity on offense. Nick Sirianni. I was blaming Brad Johnson a lot early on, but reports came out that Nick Sirianni actually has had his fingerprints on the offense, and this is like reminiscent of 2021 when Jalen Hurts first starting. The first few games we were kind of shaky. We were 2-7, I think. That's what it was. We're 2-7, and then he gave up play calling to Shane Steichen. We started running the ball more, and then we won the rest of our games. So I just think he's not a natural play caller. He doesn't like running the ball, and it takes for something like this to happen for him to start running the ball more. Because I actually liked our game plan against Dallas. We moved up and down the field on them. It's just the players just didn't execute. But the offensive game plan after we got embarrassed in the 49ers was actually a good game plan. We were moving on the defense. It's just we would get into their side of the field, close to the red zone or in the red zone, and we would fumble the ball. Or Jalen was throwing touchdowns and they couldn't catch the touchdowns for whatever reason. So
I do have another question. So this year, well, they changed the way that you had to call like the zone reads where the running back has to be lined up on side, like right beside you. You think that has an effect on how y'all run?
no, not really. I just think that Shane Steichen is a really look what he doing with Gardner Minshew. The Colts won 7 games. You know what I mean? Their season should have been over, or they should have lost more games. I just think that he's way more of a natural play caller. He understands feel of the game way more, and he prepares better. And I think Nick Sirianni is not a natural play caller. That's really what I think it comes down to, honestly. But I don't think that necessarily is it. And I also think that because early on in the season, they were asking them, why aren't you guys motioning? Why aren't you? And Nick Sirianni was like, we aren't just motioning just to motion. Yeah, no, nobody motions just to motion. It's to throw the deep. So the premise of you, the way he answered the question made me understand that he doesn't understand why teams motion, which is very concerning for somebody who's calling the plays. So, I just think that we just, hopefully Howie or they have a conversation and like, look, you can't call the offense no more. We need to get a real offensive coordinator. And I also think this is also a side note, a little bit of a tangent. I think that going forward, maybe I think I see the value in having a head coach that actually calls the plays because one, you don't have to worry about the offensive coordinator. You losing your offensive coordinator if your team plays well, and it also the head coach kind of has an understanding of what's going on. It's a very offensive league, so that's just my 2 cents on that.
Word. Kuntz, Swati, anybody y'all want to talk about y'all teams?
No, I love opposition. You know, we 6-7. Either we play decent enough to go to the playoffs, see what we could do, or we fail and Pete Carroll is one step closer to getting out of there. So,
Man,
Do
I mean,
you want him to get out of there?
Yeah. I don't hate Pete Carroll. He is like a motivator, leader of men. However, I think where we are with our roster, it's a lot of younger players, so it's just like his way is probably just not the way anymore. When I'm looking at our issues year after year after year, it's consistent. We changed defensive coordinators, we changed offensive coordinators, we changed quarterbacks. He's the only one that's the constant. So maybe not this year. He'll be out of there, but he's getting close to being done. So.
Word. What about you, Swat?
You don't think they're just gonna blame Gino?
Nah, Gino been balling.
I'm mad y'all. Sorry. I'm mad y'all ain't win that Cowboys game. Y'all should have won that game.
Hey, the refs made us lose that, John.
Also, I feel like y'all were in that San Francisco game, and then but I feel like y'all could have won that game early on.
I mean, it's Drew Lock. I ain't really.
Yeah,
I ain't expect much.
But that's what I'm saying. He was playing okay.
Playing decent.
Yeah. Playing all right. I was like, okay, Drew Lock.
Go ahead, Swat. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say Pete Carroll's specialty is younger players, bro. If you think that's gonna get him out of there, it ain't.
Different league though, different time. I just think the
he
way
college coach at heart, bro.
I mean, he older though, so
he like 70.
I think he like 70.
College coach at heart. He loves it.
Oh my God.
If he had like a little badge in real life, it'd be like the little young guy coach. He loved coaching the young guys, bro. That's the youthfulness of him. You see him running up and down them sidelines still, boy. He ain't old. That's just a number.
He need to settle down. You seen a little video where he was throwing the football? He was throwing dimes, though.
See?
He was doing
he ain't going nowhere, boy. He younger than you, for real.
He a likable guy, but it's just his scheme. Some got to change.
But yeah, the Patriots, we doing our thing, boy.
Y'all won.
Losing with the best of them.
Y'all not doing y'all thing.
What you mean?
Y'all won.
We were second, and then we won, and then we're still second. What you mean? We doing our thing, boy. We can.
They won on a week where everybody won, so they still in the same.
We can win
again.
again.
The Panthers, the team that they meet.
Nobody's catching the Panthers.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
They are the worst team in the NFL. They might be worse than the teams in the college football playoff. They are that bad, bro.
Nah, they're really bad.
But we doing our thing. I like what we doing. I really enjoyed us beating the Steelers because it shows that Mac Jones stinks. He couldn't put up 20 points, but Zappi did.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that. The team, I think the team is still good. Like, we missing stars. Don't forget, we missing stars.
Y'all are missing stars.
Our two best defenders are out. Our best wide receiver is out.
Who that?
Kendrick Bourne. I mean, he ain't a superstar, but he's our star. You know what I mean?
I like how you did that. Brother.
You know what I mean? It's schemes, bro. In our scheme, he's a star. In other people's team, he's not. But he be open all the time. He's a yak god, but he's hurt, so that really hurts our offense. Our offensive line is coming around, which is good because our rookie right guard, he's been the highest rated right guard. Our left guard we took last year, he's near the top of them advanced metrics, all that stuff they be doing. I don't really know how to grade offensive linemen, but if you tell me offensive lineman doing good, he doing good. All right. We need a left tackle because Trent Brown crazy. But besides that, offensive line look good, defense look good. We holding teams to 0 points. Like, there's nothing more we can do. And I would like Bill to continue with this. I just think you insert a quarterback in there, you get the Texans. The Texans are mad competitive this year. They added a quarterback, they added a new coach, and I don't think nothing's wrong with our coach. Who was their coach last year? The Texans? I don't even
remember.
It might have been Lovey.
Lovey.
Yeah, it was Lovey because they won the last game.
Yeah, he took over and they fired him or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so do you believe the articles that said that they've already determined that they're going to fire Bill at the end of the? Okay.
Why would they? I don't see the point of it.
The Patriots don't really have no leaks like that, and the I don't know. I just don't see it. But if it does happen, it happens. I mean, but you still got the rest of the season to figure it out. Like you can point the finger at one person. Well, you can't just point it at one person, but you can point it at the problem. The defense ain't been the problem. We had 2 early weeks where we got blown out, but that's because of the offense. If the offense is turning the ball over and putting you in compromising positions as a defense, yeah, the other team gonna score. Like the Cowboys, we got beat like 40-7 or something, and then the next week we played the Saints and we got beat 40-7 or something. Have the Saints done that since? They not that good, bruh. So it's just like our offense was really that bad, just making teams look better than they was. And I think we could have beat the Cowboys with. We could have beat a lot of teams with competent quarterback play. We lost 7 one-score games. 7 one-score games, bro. That's insane. We are the opposite of the Vikings last year. Like they was winning those one-score games. We losing them. So you just insert a regular quarterback.
The opposite of the Eagles this year.
Literally, Mac put up 3. I thought y'all was gonna be nice. Mac put up like 360 on us. I said,
when we played the Eagles, I was like, okay, he doing his thing. But as the season went on, his confidence. But that's why I don't like when y'all be trying to blame the system, because you even saw the system was working. Eli, you said, oh, he wheeling and dealing, he looking good.
Nah, our system just don't work. Listen, I blame the system on our end. Bro, Sam Howell looked like Drew Brees against us both times.
But Sam Howell was leading the league in passing.
So
what you're saying is
name another quarter. Zach Wilson, his second best game was against us. Not the game he recently played, but the game before that.
So he had a better game.
Huh?
So he had a better game.
Since then, he's had a better game. He had nothing to lose. He had nothing to lose on that last game and just let it go crazy. But he was cooking. He was cooking us.
Who else?
We literally have one of the worst teams in the league. Every quarterback we played this season has gone crazy against us. It's just every quarterback. I'm sure Gino probably licking his chops like, this is a great game to come back to if you ain't play last week. Cause
he might not play though. Drew might play.
Oh damn! I don't know. Well, Drew Lock about to be like, I might be able to start after this game. That's why I don't understand why quarterbacks are getting MVP nods for beating us, because every quarterback that has played us this season has put up great numbers. It's like teams beat us and then their quarterback becomes the number one in like the MVP. It's like everybody does that against us. So.
Yeah, but Patriots, go Patriots.
Mm-hmm. And I'm interested.
We're gonna have a top 3 pick. So
you want a quarter? So you gonna get who would you want? Which quarterback would you want?
Boy, don't let me be GM. It's gonna get freaky. I'm a draft Marvin Harrison, right? Then I'm gonna trade next year first round pick and some other picks to come back in the first round, get Jaden Daniels. Don't let me be GM.
Yeah, don't let you be.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty. Or I'm gonna say, you think they gonna let you do that?
Or I'm gonna trade down to like pick 5, pick up Jaden Daniels, and pick up another first round pick for whoever, and then I'm gonna get his wide receiver that he just had with him in college, Neighbors.
I heard he nice.
Neighbors nice,
and he played with Booty too. So that's what I'm saying. Bro, don't let me be GM. We gonna win the Super Bowl fucking around with me, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Man,
Neighbors nice.
I'm nice.
I ain't gonna lie, the AFC is going crazy.
You think so?
You get a quarterback?
I think
you talking about this season or next season?
No, next season. They're gonna go crazy next season.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're gonna finally fire Brandon Staley, get him out of there. So
Justin Herbert's still gonna suck.
No, I don't think so.
They're not gonna win nothing.
But it's gonna be another wrinkle of competitive. They're gonna be more competitive though.
Get them out of Washington. I think
an extra.
Get them out of Washington. Get B enemy out of Washington.
Yeah.
You see what he got Sam Howell doing? That's wild.
Who do you want? I never. Yo, talking to Commanders.
Commanders fans are crazy.
This is how I know y'all. I mean, understandably
What do
so.
y'all want?
Look, understandably so. Y'all don't watch our games, and I don't blame y'all because why would y'all want to watch our games? But y'all don't watch our games. That's why y'all.
Okay,
suck.
but
Is it because he don't run the ball?
It's because he's not. He's our offense. He came over here to make a point that he could be a head coach, that he could be a great play caller, and what is he? This offense doesn't look that much better than it was last year. It's damn near the same shit.
Could it be because of your defense?
Yeah.
And could it be because you have your O line? He been sacked 70 times.
There's a lot of factors in this.
He been sacked 70 times, bro. What you want him to do?
Exactly.
Y'all playing from behind all the time.
Back to what Coons is saying. Why isn't he running the football?
Because y'all lose.
Y'all are playing from behind all of the time.
But my saying is, if Brian Robinson has 10 rushes for 70 yards, why are we not starting the game running the football? If you already going into the game knowing that your defense sucks, knowing that you have no O-line, why aren't you emphasizing the run? This nigga passes the ball.
Because I have no O-line. What you just said?
But when when we
run
the ball, our running.
The run.
It's not. That's not working. When we run the ball, we play much better. The games that we won is because we ran the football.
I mean, who y'all beat though? Y'all
ain't
barely beat the Broncos. Y'all barely beat the Cardinals.
Y'all ain't running against us, boy. What you talking about? Y'all was passing.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think Sam Howell don't want him to leave. Personally.
I think they gonna clear whoever GM is. They're clearing house. They're going to clear house.
You don't think they're gonna hire Bieniemy?
Probably not.
Yeah, he could come.
I think they are.
I ain't tripping.
I only think they are because
Bieniemy sound like he make football not fun. I don't know if you want him to be the whole coach.
I don't care about that. I'm just saying the offense don't look special.
Boy, they about to hate
a lot of the yards Howell gets is garbage minutes. For real. It is. Except for the Eagles.
I'm about to say, wait.
I mean, because y'all defense sucks, but for everybody else, it's garbage. Against the Bills, garbage. Like, garbage time.
Yeah, I guess
he was cooking this. I mean, he was going crazy against the Seahawks.
Yeah. I mean, my opinion.
So are you switching out Sam Howell too, or
no? I want them to keep Sam Howell. I'm hearing that they might draft a quarterback. I don't know. I don't know what this.
So yo,
it don't sound like you really got a plan here. You think like
I'm not the
GM.
You blaming me for the on-field problems, but Sam.
I'm blaming it's all coaching. It's everybody. All the coaching is the problem.
Holding on to the ball is coaching.
That's not the only reason why he gets sacked, though.
Is it because of the O-line?
Yeah.
I actually
that's not coaching either. What are you talking about?
But he's not doing anything to help the team. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He's not trying to help the offense.
So do you think
we're not running the football? When the O-linemen are coming out and saying, "Yo, we'd rather prefer to run the ball. We're passing the ball too much. We'd rather run the football because that's going to help us." When the O-line saying that, is that them or is that coaching?
All right, I'm gonna tell you the only team with a bad O-line who even gets away with it is Miami. Y'all aren't Miami, so I don't know what to tell you. But
he's treating us like we're Kansas City, Miami by passing the ball that much. We were passing the ball from the get-go. That's my point. He's been passing the ball from the get-go. It's not trying to mix in the run. It's not
hard to disguise a bad O-line.
But when Brian Robinson is averaging 5 yards a carry, we're not running the football like we have. Hold on, I just had
maybe he's doing the opposite. He's passing to set up the run.
That's what I think he's doing.
Yeah, my
he
opinion
doesn't
on
do
this
that. He doesn't do that. It's pass. He's setting up the pass for another pass.
Y'all did everything well. Y'all ran well. Y'all passed
against y'all, because y'all like you just said, everybody plays good against y'all. It's the only time you watch us play is against y'all.
I was like, damn. I was like, man, the Commander's kind of good. Good Lord. I was like, how the Bears score 40?
Even that game, the offense couldn't move the ball. Is that just the defense, or is that
Yeah, the Bears is y'all spanking y'all that game.
We couldn't even get past half field. Like that's not just the defense.
Ain't that the game y'all bench Forbes or was that after?
Yeah, that was the game we benched him.
Yeah, DJ Moore went crazy. Sheesh. And I got him in fantasy. Shout out him.
For real.
Real.
I mean, okay. Well,
all right, we can talk about the AFC though. Who y'all got getting out the AFC?
The Ravens, Lamar, big trust. This is a year. If he don't do it this year, I'm done with Lamar, bro. I'm done with Lamar. Nah, for real. What better time is
hard
now?
to go to, bro.
Yeah,
No.
It's hard.
You have to seize your windows, bro.
Yeah,
the
that's
Chiefs
true.
down, the Bills down. All you got to really worry about is the Dolphins.
And the Jags.
All you got to worry about is the Dolphins.
Don't do that.
Don't do
what are we doing?
Don't do that.
Hey, I've seen the
They got
Jags. Their
championship
defense
coaches.
is not really good, bro.
I hate
Bro,
this.
it's a tournament. That's what, bro. It's a tournament, bro. It's a tournament. Anything can happen. It's a
Anything
tournament. You
can
just have to
I
play.
promise you that ain't. I can
You.
promise you that ain't.
All they
It's a
got to worry about
tournament.
is the Dolphins. That's it. I mean, the Chiefs, of course, because Mahomes, but it's just like
They play this week.
who
The Jaguars and the Ravens.
they do.
Okay. I mean, I got the Ravens winning, but I'm just saying it's a tournament though. It's a tournament. What y'all want? Anybody can win any game.
That's crazy.
Brock Purdy went out the first series in the NFC Championship. Anything can happen.
Even if Lamar goes out, Tyler Huntley could beat the Jaguars.
Can beat the
That's a
Jags.
fact.
Come on, son. I mean, you see, I got a little bit of respect for the Jags because I watched their game against. I mean, I ain't know Buffalo would be Buffalo back then, but they had Matt Milano back. He got injured in that game actually. But
Bro, that game was in England, bro. That don't count.
And they was there 2 weeks in a row. That really don't count. It was like a home game.
yeah.
No. You do gotta take that to effect.
I mean, so that means we can use the we played an overtime game and the 49ers got extra rest. The 49ers played on
That don't even
Thanksgiving.
make sense. That don't even make sense.
The 49ers played
Bro,
on
they lost to
Thanksgiving.
Jake Browning, bruh. And Joe Flacco. Jake Browning and Joe Flacco is their last two losses, bruh.
Jake Browning looked like he a Hall of Fame. Jake Browning looks better than Burrow this season.
Stop it.
Jake Browning had a perfect passer rating his first game. He had a perfect passer rating against him.
Look better than Burrow is ridiculous.
This season.
That's
Because
ridiculous.
Burrow was hurt this season. Jake Browning, it looked like they really should have benched Burrow. Just let
I'm
Jake
looking
Browning.
at their wins and I'm very unimpressed.
Who the Jags?
Yeah.
Dang, I don't believe in the Jags at all. Jeez.
No.
No. Not at
And
all.
Trevor Lawrence is hurt.
So like I said, the Ravens, who really is their competition? No better time like now. Lamar at least gotta go to the AFC Championship.
He got to. Yeah, he got to. I agree with that.
Minimum.
He gotta win. He gotta win a game for sure.
You know,
He's done that already though. So I ain't trying to act like he ain't never won.
But
we gotta watch out for the Browns.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The Browns are the most annoying. I mean, I don't really care about none of their games, but I feel like if you a fan of a team and they on their third string quarterback, it's probably so annoying losing to them because it's like
They are on their fifth string quarterback. They signed Joe Flacco off the street, and he looking like Joe Flacco.
Yeah, nah. Yeah,
Like if he got one of them magic runs in him again, bro.
I mean, this is like when he was on the Ravens. He don't really gotta do too much. He just game managing.
Kevin Stefanski
Throw it up deep a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
He might be coach of the year. I don't know. He might be coach of the year, bro. For them to have this many wins and no quarterback is crazy.
I will argue that.
I might watch the Browns. Ooh, Browns Bears. That might be a good game.
Yeah, the Bears kind of coming alive.
The Bears looking good.
Yeah.
Since they got Montez Sweat, they've been winning. I don't know. Maybe I should have kept him. Guy's pretty good. I don't know.
I can't believe it, Trey. and
Nah.
It's looking like a great trade.
Yeah, that trade was worth it. What? Wait,
Looking like
why
a
does it
great
look like a
trade.
great trade?
They got a pick.
Because we got to pick, and we
But
don't
they
have to
keep
pay them.
winning now, so the pick keeps going further back.
We don't have to pay them. So that looks good to me.
Why don't you want to pay your good pass rusher?
Because
You have the most. You know,
because
I'm not doing.
we
this.
would have 3 people on our D line would take up the most money on our cap. That's not smart.
Y'all might have to trade Allen though next year anyway.
Definitely, yeah. He's about to be 30. Sweat, what, 26?
He might be like 28.
Sweat is not no 28.
He might be. I don't know.
I know he's not. Because I had the Commanders in the Madden League.
He's 27. He's 27.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not that young, but
I mean,
I think it's a pretty good trade.
He'll be 28 next year, start of the season.
I don't know, man.
All right, but if Lamar don't go to AFC Championship, are y'all still saying he's better?
Yeah.
Still saying what?
He already done more with less. I don't even care, bro.
You still saying what?
I got it.
Even when Burrow wasn't healthy all year?
What that mean?
I'm not talking about this season.
I would have said that before.
Oh, y'all
He's
saying
MVP.
Lamar? I'm saying Lamar.
I ain't never seen Burrow be
Yeah.
MVP. That's all I'm saying. Burrow ain't never been MVP.
Come on, yo.
He got all them
That's
weapons.
not fair.
All them weapons.
How's that not fair?
I respect y'all answer. I'm gonna let it go.
Boy, you give Lamar, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins and Joe Mixon behind. Just give him any healthy running back behind him, bruh. Come on, nigga has the most injured team ever. His running backs can't stay healthy, and he's the one running the ball. It don't make no sense, bruh.
Yeah, I see what y'all. Listen, so I understand the weapons argument. The weapons argument is fair. It evens it out because he's never had the weapons Lamar has. But at the end of the day, you got who you got, bro. Joe Burrow does exceptionally well with who he has. He does.
If I could choke,
you just said what Jake Brown then. You were just talking about Jake Brown and that's
no. He was just talking about Westbrook, the weapons Westbrook had.
We're not talking about basketball. Come on, Scotty. It's two different stories. Scotty, come on, man. You know that's not.
Which one do you need teammates for more?
Scotty.
Which one do you need teammates for more?
Bro, Swati.
Answer the question.
Answer
the question.
Answer the cross-sport thing, bro.
Hey, yo.
Every time I look something back to
not comparing. No. Listen. We was not comparing who was better between Russell Westbrook and Luka. First of all,
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. We're talking about you were talking about Russ's MVP season, and he had nobody with him. So you understand the nuance of that, right?
Yeah, nobody.
Now you're saying that. So now you're taking Lamar and saying you have who you have. So why is he better then?
Swati, no, those are not the two different. First of all, Russell Wilson in his MVP season,
Russell Wilson.
I mean Russell Westbrook in his MVP, he averaged a triple double. That's a big part of this thing.
Lamar averaged the equivalent of a triple double in football, bro. He had like 3,000 pass yards and 1,000 rush yards. That's like a triple double.
But I don't understand. The two situations are not. We're not.
No.
You can't even get out word.
Yeah, it's like because this is a third. Like, bro,
I'm not even yelling no more. But does anybody see my point with that, or am I crazy?
Nah, man.
I don't see your point.
Okay.
No, you're just conflating issues. Let's stay on topic here.
That is the topic.
We talking about Lamar Jackson, and we talking about
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow has been to a Super Bowl, right?
Okay.
Been to a Super Bowl. He's played, and I would say I watched Lamar Jackson's games, and I would say his MVP season when they lost that game. I think his receivers let him down that game. I don't think enough people give credit.
They've let him down his whole career.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm just saying. I don't think we have. Just because we haven't seen. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I just got one question. His MVP season, what was his 2 receivers?
His 2 receivers was his tight end Mark Andrews and
no. His receivers.
He had He had Hollywood Brown, and he had I don't know who his other receivers were. Honestly, I don't
That's
know.
all that I'm saying, man.
I
Now,
don't
can you
know.
name the two receivers that Joe Burrow went to Super Bowl with? I bet you can.
Of course, of course. Yeah, but that just because another. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's necessarily fair that y'all are doing that because a guy has better players. Y'all
He
saying,
elevating his talent
huh?
around him.
Bro,
He's elevating the talent around him. I'm
I
not
was
saying Burrow not good. Burrow
Yeah,
is
that's
great.
what. Yeah, we're not knocking Joe Burrow at all.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying
Joe
Lamar is
Burrow is
like that.
being
yeah,
third best.
but I agree. Lamar is like that, but I just if I had to draft, if y'all had to draft a quarterback, y'all telling me y'all drafted Lamar over Joe
Yeah,
Burrow?
yeah.
Yes,
I don't
because
know.
I don't know what else is coming with me. But I know that if I have Lamar, he's going to elevate whatever I have with me. I don't know if Joe Burrow could do the same because he's had talent around him at every step. LSU, that team was talented. They literally went and got his receiver for him. Lamar was
Okay.
at Louisville with, I don't know, any of those guys.
Yeah, I
Do you know any of them? No, but he still managed to win the Heisman, came to the NFL, and he's still doing it. He won MVP. He's still doing it. So that's why if you're telling me blind, I can only pick one quarterback and I don't know who else is coming with me, give me Lamar. There's no question about it.
I feel like Lamar is also the knock on Lamar will be in sometimes in games not necessarily decision making, but
He gonna
it gets
turn the
shaky
ball over.
sometimes. Yeah, he'll turn the ball over, and Joe Burrow in sticking
He do the
close.
same thing. He did that with the Texans this year.
I'm talking about we've seen Joe Burrow in big games, and he delivers. We see him in big games deliver. Even last year, the game against Kansas City, he started off bad, but he once he started to get the flow of things, he was dealing.
All I'm saying is
Lamar's best game better than Joe Burrow's best game.
I don't know. Based on
Well,
talent,
yeah,
from what
yeah,
I'm
of course.
seeing,
His MVP season.
Lamar is doing it on a major level. When I look at what the Dolphins did Monday night when Tyreek wasn't there compared to when he was there, whole different quarterback tool was. When I look at right now Mahomes this year, without a Juju, without a competent receiver, whole different quarterback. I mean, he's still making the throws.
What?
He's still making the throws, but I'm saying the receivers aren't elevating because of his greatness. Lamar, I'm gonna win, bro. That's what he does. Now you can't even argue. I think
Bro, the
he is
Mahomes
like
thing
the
is
most
not
winning.
fair, though, bro. Look,
Oh,
I think the Mahomes thing's because of coaching, not receiving.
it's not even
It's,
the
what you
Mahomes
mean?
thing. The Mahomes thing. I've watched
Outside.
almost all of their games. Mahomes would throw the ball in their hand and they just drop the ball.
Lamar was doing the same thing though. That's all that I'm saying. Like,
okay, that's fair.
that'll
That's
happen,
fair.
but it's like, all right, we could still go win this game.
That's fair. But
That's all that I'm saying.
Lamar's had better receivers than even Kansas City got right now. Hollywood Brown's better than every receiver that Kansas City has. Come on.
I don't know.
I don't know about Rasheed Rice.
Bro, they've been dropping.
I see what you're trying to say, but you also have to think into consideration his drops are bad. Like Hollywood dropped touchdowns,
they would
like Tony. He's literally Tony.
beat us. They would have beat us, and he dropped the touchdown. MVS dropped the touchdown. MVS had an
So
open pass.
imagine that. That's what Lamar had. Hollywood's good. I might be agreeing with you.
But some of the passes. But that's what I'm saying. Some
I
of
feel
the
like
passes.
it's comparable. I won't
we
say
gotta,
it's comparable.
we gotta admit, not all of the passes were good passes. Lamar throws some bad passes too. Like
every quarterback throws bad passes, and the passes that we're talking about were just flat out drops.
no,
Let's not do that.
listen, I'll be the first person to argue. I always used to say that. I feel like this MVP season, his receivers let him down. Everybody blame Lamar. I always say that. But he also in that game, he also he had some wide open passes, also missed them. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just all his receivers. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I feel like when I watched the Kansas City game, I feel like he throws the ball like directly to them, man. He just not catching the ball. Like I don't know, even the Kadarius Toney jump, like bro, like. I mean, I don't know. They don't really call it that all the time. That's a whole different thing. But anyways, it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good. I think that's a good topic. I don't think y'all crazy though. I don't think y'all crazy to say that that Lamar better than Burrow. But I just don't. I don't think I agree.
Optic wise, I see why people would feel like it's blasphemous, but when you really break it down, it's like, nah.
I don't think it's blasphemous. But.
Yeah, I don't think it's crazy. I just don't agree.
People look at it like the thrower of the football. Like, oh, like Burrow, I would say he probably is a better passer. Like, it look better. He do certain things. But overall, for the court, like, Lamar do a lot. Like, a lot.
I also think that the way Burrow play, the way like the quick passes, methodical passes down the field, I think that style of play is the best style of football you can play because it takes the ball out of the defense's hands. You're on the field for longer. I think that style of play. I think Burrow plays that style of play better than Lamar, obviously. So like that's another thing that I just think it's a nuanced conversation.
Hey, Burrow, I don't know. He 5 seasons in. He missed about a season and a half already. Injury concerns.
Lamar be injured all the time, bro.
But he be running. Why he injured in the pocket?
No, but they say that most of Lamar injuries happen in the pocket. They don't happen when he's running.
Best ability is availability.
Fair enough. Does anybody think the Chiefs have a chance of making it out the AFC?
That's a good question. Yeah, they always have a chance.
Do they have a chance?
Right
now, it's getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer.
I'm never gonna count Mahomes out, but as a whole, that offense is not doing the same thing, and it's not his fault. His receivers really failing him. As much as I feel like they had the same issue. They stopped going to Pacheco in the second half because I think they like one of the lowest scoring teams in the second half. So it's just
for sure.
They got to get it together.
I was asking, is it because are they missing a Juju type receiver or are they missing Bieniemy?
Oh, it's Bieniemy for sure. Because they got Matt Nagy over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He not it. I mean, it's a combination of the receivers and the scheme, whatever they doing. So, yeah. And I think some of their defensive players getting hurt too. So
yeah.
It's tough.
That's the thing. I feel like nowadays, I mean, the best teams. I think y'all agree. Cowboys right now, the best team, Cowboys and the 49ers right now in the league. And I think both of those teams have good. You need a good offense and a good defense. Like, I don't know. Like I think you have even the Ravens. The Ravens have a good offense and a good defense.
I was about to say, do we think the Cowboys are better than the Ravens?
No.
Okay, but even if you go Ravens, they have good offense and good defense. You know what I mean? Like I think if one side of the ball is too, you can't bet on a team where one side of the ball is just lacking too much. I mean, except if you're an Eagles fan, then offense will take you there. But every other team. You gotta worry about the other side of the ball. So, I mean, but you can't count Mahomes out. He Mahomes. I feel like if I had to bet between him and you pick a team in the AFC. I mean, in a playoff game, I would struggle to pick the other person. It don't really matter who the other person is. Because even the games that they're losing close games. They're losing games on the last drive. They're not like, they're in every game and they have the ability to win that game and the receivers aren't catching anything.
That Packers game was just crazy, though. Was not expecting that.
Nah, Jordan Love was playing lights out. He was that game reminded me of when Kirk Cousins when the Vikings beat the 49ers. Jordan Love was playing out his mind. Like Kirk Cousins was playing out his mind.
Damn, that was this year. It don't even feel like this year.
That game was great. That was some of the best quarterbacking I ever seen. He was going crazy that game.
Mm-hmm. Too bad he's not going to be there next year.
But, crazy.
All right, anything else y'all want to talk about? Anybody want to talk about the NFC or whatever?
Nah, no, we don't need to talk about the NFC. There's not really much going on over there right now. Let's give it
All
a
right.
few weeks.
All right. Thank y'all for listening. This has been the Basement Bros Sports Podcast. Thank you guys for thank you guys for joining, talking on a pod. Make sure y'all follow the socials. Basement Bros Pod on Instagram, Hot Nerd Net on Instagram, Hot Nerd Network on YouTube, and we'll be back next week to cover some more sports for y'all. All right, we out.